and Anakin's off. There goes Anakin. Anakin's flying. Go, Anakin, go. Ben's actually going. There goes Ben. Ben's on his way. And Ben's off. And Gazgano guns it. Go, Gazgano, go. And Gazgano's going. There goes Gazgano. And Sebulba shoots across the starting line. Sebulba starts out. And Sebulba's out. Sebulba breaks out quickly. Uh-oh, it looks like somebody's low on fuel. And we have a pit stop. And the player calls for a pit stop. This player doesn't miss a beat. And Anakin's taking a pit stop. It looks like, yes, Anakin stops to get more fuel. Ben's making a pit stop. As we thought, Ben breaks for fuel. Gazgano's gone for fuel. And Gazgano stops for a pit stop. And Sebulba's making a pit stop. Sebulba's getting more fuel. And the first lap's finished. And the player finishes the second lap. Good going! That's 3 laps. 4 laps down. And yes, that's 5 laps. That's 6 laps and counting. Looking good. Ladies and gentlemen, that's 7 complete laps. That's 8. Looking great. That's 9 laps. Fantastic. And yes, 10 complete laps. Outstanding job. Wow! 11 laps. 12 laps. Will they keep going? Whoa! That's 13 laps. 14 laps and we're still going strong. Oh my! 15 laps. Super! Mark off 16 laps. 17 laps and counting. That's 18 laps. This player's up to 19 laps. Unbelievable! 20 laps. Yes! A fantabulous finish! Oh, they've done it! They've completed their test run! What a team! They've made it to their goal! And that's another lap down! Way to go! 5 more laps! Wow! I don't know if anybody's ever done this many laps! Another great lap lead! And a nice showing by young Skywalker! Will they go again, or build a new track? Well, Quadaneros had a nice run. Let's see what they'll do next. And that's the end of that run for Gazgano. The crowd's wondering if they're gonna give it another go, or change tracks. And that's it for Sebulba on this run. We'll see if they're gonna go again with the same track, or if there'll be some changes. I'd like to see Sebulba on Barunda. I wonder how Sebulba would handle Ando Prime, Bede. You can't help but wonder how Ben would do on Ando Prime. I'm just wondering if Anakin would do as well on the ice tracks of Ando Prime. Gazgano's as slick as the ice on Ando Prime. It'd be fun to see him try a track there. It looks like young Skywalker's gonna try out a new track design. And Ben's gonna be trying out a new track design. Looks like Gazgano's ready to give his track a new look. Well, Sebulba will be staying on this planet, but he'll be testing a new track. Uh-oh, Anakin has nowhere to go with a track like that. And Ben hits a dead end. That track looks bad. And Gazgano has nowhere to go. Oh, Sebulba's going to have to wait. There's something wrong with that track. Oh, and they just had too much speed for the curve. Oh, no, they didn't have enough speed to make the jump. Oh, it's major crash time on the loop. Well, you just can't go that slow on the loop-de-loop. You can't go that slow on the corkscrew. Oh, that's gotta hurt. No one's ever gotten through the corkscrew going that fast. Andy's in the tunnel. Wonder if he's nervous. Ooh. And we've got a crash. Yow! What a crash! Ooh, that's got to hurt. Watch out! Oh no, it's a crash! Look at young Skywalker showing off for the crowd. And Gazgano's really got that move down. The crowd loves it. And Quadaneros is busting out his favorite move again. Look at Sebulba shake his paw beauty. Whoa, what a move! Back to the starting line. And Anakin's back at the starting line. And Ben's back at the starting line. And Gazgano's back at the starting line. And Sebulba's back at the starting line. Do-over. Reset to the start. Reset to the starting line.
And the 25th lap is finished. And the player finishes 30 laps. Good going. That's 35 laps. 40 laps down. And yes, that's 45 laps. That's 50 complete laps. That's super amazing, Bede. Congratulations to our fine player. That's 55 laps and counting. Looking good. That's 60 laps. Fantastic. That's 65 laps. Way to go. And yes, 70 complete laps. Outstanding job. Wow, 75 laps. 80 laps. Will they keep going? Whoa, that's 85 laps. 90 laps and we're still going strong. Wow, 95 laps. Oh my, 99 laps. That's super amazing, Bede. Congratulations to our fine player. It's a cold day here on Ando Prime, but then it's always a cold day here on Ando Prime. We've got some great, slippery, swooshy, icy tracks here today on Ando Prime. Well, the crowd is really buzzing about the super slippery ice track our player's driving on. The tension is so thick here on Ando Prime that you could cut it with a knife, or actually an ice pick since it's so cold here. Watch out for that ice! It's so cold, I'm afraid I'm gonna freeze my bead. If it gets any colder here on Ando Prime, I'm gonna need a nose mitten. Hello, Frostbite. I don't care what planet in the universe you're from. It's cold here. It looks like we've got monks amongst us, Bede. I think they want to be on TV. Oh my, the monks are going mad down there. Bede, that guy's just got to be freezing. And the Wampas are going wild here on Ando Prime. That's one flat, happy monk down there. On Ando Prime, fishing can be hazardous to your health. Attention skaters, please avoid crashing into each other. Oh, too late. And we've got some super spinning skaters, and it looks like, yes, they're sharp. Someone may want to tell those monks that it's freezing here on Ando Prime. Oh my! It looks like the Balanakas is feeling the music. You never know where those dancing Balanakas will show up. It looks like the Tauntauns want an overhead view of the track. And those Tauntauns just keep on flying. Uh-oh, Bede. It looks like snow. Attention, please do not taunt the Tauntauns as they float overhead. They're very sensitive. Welcome to the swampy paradise called... It's easy to lose a pod racer in the slimy swamps here, so the pilots need to be very careful. Well, we've got a great, muggy, soggy day here on Barunda. The tracks are all slick and slimy, which should make for some great wipeouts. And the crowd is looking for some great pod racing here today on Barunda. Here on Barunda, the pilots have to always keep their eyes open for swamp snakes.
Other than the terrible stink from the swamps, it's a beautiful day here on Barunda. Isn't that right, Bee? I hope that pod racer's waterproof, because here on Barunda, rain's the name of the game. Bede, I can't wait to see what kind of twisty track we'll be on today. What about you? Bede, wake up. I have a feeling we're not alone, Bede. This Barunda's a speck spooky, eh, Bede? Uh-oh, the monkey lizards are monkeying around again. Those swamp snakes are very limber creatures. Swing it, little monkey lizard. Great hopping wart frogs, Bede. Call me a worrywart. That looks like trouble. Uh-oh, it's those go-go Gamorreans. Great Gamorrean geysers. Watch those Gamorreans mud dive. Great sparkly geysers. You know, Bede, those mushrooms light up the Barunda sky. And the tauntauns are taking off again. Somebody needs to teach those tauntauns how to let go of their balloons. Well, I'll be a yippity-dippity Yoda. Look at that. Well, tie my tongue in a twisty knot, Bede. Those warts gotta be worried. I think the warts are tongue-tied. Great giggles! The Famba's getting tickled. I think that Famba's got the giggles. It's a swamp slug fiesta down there. That swamp slug just isn't himself today. And we've got swamp slugs everywhere. Slugs on the track. Slugs on the track. Those fireflies are fabulous. You know, those fireflies are true artists. Burundian fireflies are absolutely first-rate. Ah! Yappa, yappa, wow, wow! That's scary! Snake alert! Snake alert! Oh! Yaksa-wawa! Scary! Oh my! Spooky! Whoa! Well, it looks like we've got a new player in from the Outer Rim. Welcome to the hut, where the pod racers hang out. Click on a driver to go to the track, or stay here and have some fun. Bede and I will be happy to let you know what's happening. Hey now, looks like somebody wants to change pod racer pilots. And welcome back to the pod racer's hut. I'm guessing you've come to pick another pod racer pilot. Well, Bede, look who's back in the hut, looking for a new pod racer pilot. Folks, this Anakin Skywalker is one amazing pod racer pilot. Anakin is already the most successful human to ever pilot a pod racer, and at his age, he's only going to get better. You can't go wrong choosing Anakin. Ben Quaterneros may be a bit inexperienced as a pod racer pilot, but when it comes to wiggling his antennae, he's tops. For someone with very little ability, Ben may do pretty well out there on the track today. Let's see. Ben Quaterneros was the first Toong ever to become a pod racer pilot. Let's see if he makes it past the starting line. They call him a slimo, a stinko, and don't even think about smelling his breath. But when it comes to pod racing, nobody wins more than Sebulba. An arboreal Doug, Sebulba is the most feared pod racer pilot in the Outer Rim. You know, Bede, Sebulba's one of the few pod racer pilots who steers with his feet. He's got a handful of fingers, a frightfully fast pod racer, and a fanatical following. He's Gazgano. He's sponsored by Gardula the Hutt and is always under control on the track. He's Gazgano. You know, it's interesting, Bede. Even though Gazgano's never won the Boonta Eve race, he remains a huge fan favorite. Now that's one snappy staircase. Makes you want to dance, doesn't it, Bede? You know, Jabba the Hutt looks like he's lost a little weight in that picture. Oh, that little Nuna can be naughty. Who would have thought the pit droids could play like that? Let's hope Anakin finishes C-3PO one of these days, before his eyes pop all the way out of his head. Brrr, don't let the cold out. Surprise, Jar Jar. Tag, you're it. Bede, I'd give that dancing droid a 10. How about you? Hey, Bede, that sounds like you in band practice. Whoa, there's a lot of traffic out there. That Nuna sure is colorful. Hey, that's some lineup of dancing balanakas. Bede, those little Jawas sure have a spring in their step. Wow, that's some fancy footwork. One pit droid at your service. Hey, Bede, that one's about as graceful as you. That's about as much fun as a barrel of Jar Jars. My goodness, he sounds like you, Bede. Whoa, I guess our ride's here, Bede. I guess that rug's ready to roll. Oh, my. Rock on, boys, rock on. Bede, what makes a cave a good cave in your book? Hey, anybody feel like singing? Bede, now that looks like a vacation paradise. Ah, yes, who can resist the call of outer space? Hey now! Very funny, eh, Bede? Unbelievable! Fantastic! Yep. Well, it looks like the player's looking for something to do here in the hut, Bede. The hut is fun. You can play with the droids or click on the jukebox. I know you like to dance, Bede. Of course, at any time, you can click on one of the pod racer pilots and go to the track. You're right there, Bede. But there aren't any afterburners here in the hut to worry about. Just a lot of surprises when you start clicking around. If you've got some time before your next run on the track, check out the Wall of Fame, where you can find out about the greatest pod racer pilots of all time. No, Bede, I don't think you made it on the wall. Remember, when you're in the hut, you can go back to the track by clicking on a pod racer pilot. You're not a pilot, Bede. Bede, I sense there's some interesting stuff in this hut. Let's keep our eyes open. Remember, the hut never closes, so stay here as long as you like. Then, click on a pod racer when you're ready to try the track. Okay, click on the picture of your favorite pod racer pilot to find out their name, and then click again to find out fun, interesting facts. Hey, you can click on the picture of your favorite pod racer pilot to see his trading card. Then click on the flip button to find out some fun facts. Did you know that these trading cards flip over by clicking on the flip button? And if the player wants to print them out, they can start a collection, Bede. And if you want to print them out, you can start a collection. Hey, Bede, looks like our player's hanging out in the hangar. That's good, 'cause there's lots to do back here. Welcome to the jukebox joint, where the fun never stops. It sure is lively in here, huh, Bede? Did you know that these trading cards flip over by clicking on the flip button? Bede, I don't care what universe you're from, that's got to hurt.
It's a lovely day here on Tatooine, full of dust swirls and banthas. It's hot down on that track. Woo, the dust is really blowing today. Hold on to your helmets and watch for rock falls on Tatooine. You have to keep a close eye on your pod racer, or the Jawas might sneak off with it. Let's hope that the banthas stay off the track today. Well, folks, we couldn't have asked for a better day to build a track. Hey, Bede? You know, Bede, I've always liked Tatooine. What about you? You don't say. Well, we've got a moment here before we start, Bede, and I just want to say what a pleasure it is to be here on Tatooine with you. Whoa! It seems like somebody got up on the wrong side of the bed, which is surprising since we pretty much have to use the same side, being connected and all. That's right, they do like to eat the pod racers. Watch out, we've got an avalanche! And the crowd's going crazy! We've got a Java in the hut. Those Jawas can really tumble. Ooh, now that's what I call bad breath. Lots of skittles! What on Tatooine are those sand people doing out there? And the crowd goes wild again. And there are whirling dust devils everywhere. Great popping boulders. What's going on? Run for cover! Shave and a haircut, Bede? Well, I guess you could say the Jawas were just bowled over by the pod racing today. When it comes to primitive life forms, nobody sings like a Sarlacc. Those Jawas are having a great time down up there. And the crowd is going wild here on Tatooine. Will you just look at those Jawas? Let's hope those banthas don't try eating on the track. That pit looks pretty scary.
Name? Anakin Skywalker. Pod racer, Radon Ulzer 620C. Homeworld, Tatooine. Favorite food, Bantha burgers. Favorite joke, knock knock. Anakin, you can do, I can do better. Hobbies, inventing things. Likes, pod racing and Padme. Dislikes, Sebulba. Name, Ben Quadaneros. Pod racer, Balta Trabat BT310. Homeworld, Tung. Favorite food, Nabooian nerve knockers. Favorite joke, knock knock. Toodaloo to you too. Hobbies, antenna tickling tournaments. Likes, winning bets. Dislikes, getting boo-boos. Name, Gazgano. Pod racer, Ord Pedrovia. Homeworld, Troikin. Favorite food, Zen Boogie milkshakes. Favorite joke, knock knock. Yoda, yodelay hee-hoo. Hobbies, waving to his adoring fans. Likes, winning pod races. Dislikes, Sebulba. Name, Sebulba. Pod racer, Collar Pandrat Plug F Mammoth. Homeworld, Malastar. Favorite food, Burunda swamp suckers. Ugh. Favorite joke, knock knock. Jabba the Hutt's a great big mutt. Hobbies, cheating. Likes, causing crashes. Dislikes, everybody. Name, Bowls Roar. Pod racer, Ben Gassi Racing Engines Quadrajet 4-barrel 904E. Homeworld, Sneeve. Favorite food, hot stinking root juice. Favorite joke, knock knock. Bowls roar. Bowls roar when you step on their tails. Hobbies, bad glimmick singing. Likes, wearing pink puffy earmuffs. Dislikes, Ben Quadaneros. Name, Tinto Pagales. Pod racer, Irdani Performance Group the IPG X1131 Longtail. Homeworld, Munis Mandel. Favorite food, scrum buckets on a stick. Favorite joke, knock knock. Let us in. It's hot out here. Hobbies, Bobo boarding. Likes, staying up late. Dislikes, monsters that eat vecnoids. Name, Rats Terrell. Pod racer, Volkov Strood Titan 2150. Homeworld, Aileen. Favorite food, big chunks of Wampa cheese in little servings. Favorite joke, knock knock. Boo. Oh no, are you crying again? Hobbies, tinkering with his pod racer. Likes, things that make you snort. Dislikes, things that live in his ear for more than a month. Ugh. Name, Odie Mandrell. Pod racer, Exelbrock XL5115. Homeworld, Tatooine. Favorite food, sand slug sandwiches. Favorite joke, knock knock. Mice to meet you. Hobbies, causing pod racing crashes. Likes, making people laugh when they're drinking blue milk. Dislikes, people who park their pod racers on his toes. Name, Mars Guo. Pod racer, Collar Pondrat Plug 2 Behemoth. Homeworld, Foo. Favorite food, flaming Balanaka burgers. Favorite joke, knock knock. Oh boy, Juan Kenobi. Hobbies, bragging. Likes, flying upside down in his pod racer. Dislikes, eating things that dance in his tummy. Name, Mahonic. Pod racer, Galactic Power Engineering GPE 3130. Homeworld, Hawk. Favorite food, pre-chewed stew. Favorite joke, knock knock. You-hoo, I'm over here. Hobbies, playing sabacc. Likes, winking at his friends. Dislikes, sour bantha milk on his cereal. Name, Dudbolt. Pod racer, Volpterine RS 557. Homeworld, Volpter. Favorite food, worm omelets with extra worms. Ooh. Favorite joke, knock knock. Butter. I better not tell you. Hobbies, knocking people out of pod races for Sebulba. Likes, purple snow. Dislikes, green snow. Name, E.B. Endicott. Pod racer, JAK Racing J930-8 Split X configured. Homeworld, Triffus. Favorite food, French fried Freelax Shigwump shakes. Favorite joke, knock knock. Are two candies better than one? Hobbies, collecting pod racer trading cards. Likes, twirling his twisters atop his head. Dislikes, roly-poly pippy pies.